say the new pod. It's a continuation from number 7, so this is 7.5. Get me? We're giving you exclusive bonus content. You get me? But yeah, no. We just felt like, oh shit, no. I've been told I can't touch the mic.
Yeah, I just did the same thing.
But yeah, no. Obviously, from obviously number 7, we just felt like we had a lot more stuff to talk about, and we ran out of time. So yeah, we just have to give you 7.5. So enjoy. But yeah, I'm not gonna ask you how you man are because I don't care like that. To be fair,
it's a Sunday and I'm tired, bro. That's what you need to know.
You say eating. Was that pork over there? Oh no,
Don't do the whole pork agenda.
Oh, do you want to eat pork?
Yeah. I eat pork.
Yeah.
I don't make a habit of it, but
okay, porkies. Anyway,
that wasn't part of the conversation, so
okay, porkies. Okay. Anyway, I mean, I can't like. I'm kind of. Is your opinion really valid now?
What? Because man eat
like
pork?
I gotta take your opinions with a bit of salt now on this topic now.
What do you think? No other African on the planet eats pork.
Bear don't do.
This is my point.
I mean, we do, but
do you think African Americans don't eat pork?
Yeah, but they
bro, Americans in general slap bacon on everything. Everything has a bacon and cheese version.
And their bacon is just fat as well.
Bro, no. They use
that strip thing with just the fat.
Bare fat.
Them man, they eat
streaky bacon.
Now, all I'm saying, you can't compare what we eat today because they eat madnesses.
Yeah, everything that they do.
Everything
you know what chitlins is?
Chitlins.
Yeah. Bro, it's the intestines. Literally,
no,
it's the intestines. No, it's the intestines.
Gizzard though. It's chicken gizzard. You know what that is?
I show you. No, you're different. I saw you eat cow foot now, innit?
Yeah.
It's not for me still. I don't eat chicken foot.
See, cow foot stew, yeah?
Our people, we've been through too much eating cow foot and chicken foot and that, man. We've been through too much as a people.
No one said chicken foot.
That's basically the same.
It is. And like pigtail. I haven't eaten it, I'm just saying. I know
pigtail, like, do you know what the tail is on a body, fam? Oh, don't do that.
Oxtail slaps.
Don't do that.
Oxtail slaps.
Don't do that.
Oxtail's bony though, man.
It's lit.
It's lit, but you got
your child. I bet you eat fillets and boneless stuff, innit?
No, what I'm saying is a lot of it is bone. So the bone to meat
is bone. Goat is bony.
Yeah, the bone to meat ratio. I'm saying is like if you go and get like I'm talking Caribbean dish, like you get a curry chicken. There's a lot more meat than there is the bone. If you get an oxtail, there's a lot more bone than there is the meat. Just as how it's set up.
Well, West African food anyway, so I can't speak for you man's thing, but our things is meat and bone. Pause.
No, obviously there's meat. No one's just here sucking on bones. Pause. But
oxtail's basically that though.
No, oxtail. I don't know why.
There's still meat on.
I don't feel like there's bare bone in oxtail. I feel like you know where the bone is.
Actually, no.
Whereas when you're eating goat meat, see when you're eating goat and fish, Africans don't pull out the bones in fish. You can get shanked up in your gums when you're eating fish.
Yeah, but I can't. If
you gotta know how to eat the fish.
I learned from early though. You got what you gotta do. Obviously, if it's a whole one, you gotta kind of break up at the tail and then just lift it up like that. So you half it. The spine and that's all there. You peel up like that. Push to the side.
You fill it.
And then you got the fish at the top. You got the bones at the top and the bottom. Obviously, it's kind of like just peel it off. You got the whole fish there boneless.
Even if you catch the little small ones, you feel them like when you like.
I swallow them anyway, man.
You're mad. If that gets caught in your throat, it's long for you.
How? I mean, listen.
Fish getting caught in your throat. Yeah, it's techie.
You need a big piece of bread to get.
Yeah. They say
you need like a heart. You need something hard. If you leave it in, bro, will cut up your throat.
There's a thing in Uganda called posho or gali. They say you have to swallow the type. Fufu, you just have the whole thing, you just swallow it like
Caribbean hardo bread.
Push it down immediately. Okay.
I never knew that, you know. I just. You got to regurgitate shit. I can't lie, fam. What happened to me? I just regurgitate, fam.
Shank up
the whole throat.
You might cut up the inside of your throat.
Pick up the bone and put the rest back in.
What, you a penguin?
It's my food, fam. It's my food, bro. It's my food. So what? Are you telling me you never just chewed up food in your mouth and wait to go like a paste and you just don't
The fuck you on about?
I do that sometimes.
As an adult, bro.
What?
Yeah, I do. I don't give a fuck. I do that
chewed
sometimes.
your food up into a paste.
I chew it until like it's basically a massive, like paste, and I mum. And then she's like,
no, you're not. You're lying.
I do it. Okay.
At your big age?
Yeah, I do it. Yeah, I do.
Just slap your head.
Yeah, I do it. Crazy. I'm too quick. But anyway, let's not digress, guys.
So yeah, we're not even continuing on the conversation. Basically, we ended the conversation last time, like basically saying how us being Black British and knowing where our heritage is from is a privilege compared to Black Americans, and the fact that they call themselves African American, rare to say, but we in Britain as like ethnic people, our culture for some reason historically derives somewhat from American culture. Like we grew up watching a lot of MTV, we grew up listening to their music and stuff, and where we were discussing how maybe in the next couple of years, hopefully in our generation, maybe the next, there might be a resurgence of ethnic creatives and people that are leading the industry instead of currently where there's a lot of like either Jewish or Caucasian people leading.
Yeah. No, do you know what it is? I say in regards to that, because cool. In America, their thing's a lot more compared to obviously us Black people in Europe and that. Because basically they've been there for they've been in America a lot longer than we've been in Europe.
Yes.
So
facts,
obviously.
Do you know what? I've never ever noticed. Actually, I haven't never even thought that.
They've been in America for
so they've been in fact westernized longer than what we have.
I actually say that. Yeah, so I say like it makes like obviously they're gonna have more. I wouldn't say what's the right word? I would say structure, but like they have more of like a foothold, if that kind of
an understanding.
Because because like
who has more of an understanding?
Not understanding, but like they've got I don't know how to say it, like basically because we've only been in the UK or whatever, or Black people, Africans and Caribbeans. We've only been in the UK.
The late 80s. No, I say Africans.
50s, mate. Like
so really?
50s,
80s, what?
Like 50s, 60s, sure.
Really?
Because you
that's Windrush, don't it?
Yeah.
I was talking about Africans.
Okay. No, even Africans. It wasn't.
No, because his
name.
No,
it's because obviously after World War II, basically because obviously they
got help as well from
because not help, our hand was forced into basically back in was it Allies, whatever. They kind of said, "Alright, cool, because you helped, you lot can come over and help." Basically, they said, "Come rebuild the country," and that's what they said, didn't it?
Yeah.
But obviously, it was a lot more Caribbeans than
Caribbeans and Asians, isn't it? They had a massive Indian influence as well.
I think it was Caribbeans first. Yeah, it was Caribbeans first, then Asians, and then the Africans came over to be like nurses and shit like that. But yeah, so obviously because we've only been here for what?
Say less than 100
7 years. We've been like 7 years.
Less than 100 years.
Black Americans, they've been there for what? For like 400 or 500 years.
Yeah,
so obviously like they've got a lot more history ingrained where they are compared to us. So I feel like
they're like intertwined into American history, as opposed to having their own.
To simplify, they got more of a head start than us. If you get what I mean, because by the time they had.
You're using all these words that make it sound like a positive thing, you know?
No, I'm not saying.
I get what you're saying.
I'm just.
I mean, it is a positive thing, right?
It's not a positive thing. How is it a positive thing that they are essentially derooted?
Oh, okay, no. Okay, cool. No, I was talking about in essence as to why maybe growing up we were looking at them more culturally.
So that's what I'm saying. We've come over here now, and obviously we still got our culture and whatnot from back home, but again, England's a lot different to back home. Like some stuff, like see how, like for example, back in Africa, how they'll say, takes a village to raise a family, to raise a child, or whatever. Over there, you can do that, but it's not the same environment and atmosphere here, because again, you can have your family members and whatnot, but again, not everyone's gonna be there raising that child the same way they would be back at home in the village, or it's the same way back home again. Man got compounds where massive. You're living there with your family. You might even have a second wife and that family there. Plus, you might be there with your parents as well.
Yeah.
Whereas here, it's not like that. So that's what I'm saying. I think that's probably why, even to this day, we look towards we look towards like more Black American culture. Even though obviously now I say, especially in UK, we're now building our own thing, and I say we're not looking too much towards there for like inspiration stuff. But at the same time, we just can't deny that they have a big influence on the world. Worldwide. It's not even just Black people in the UK or in France or Europe. It's worldwide. Yeah, like everyone, even go places like Tokyo and that. They fuck with When I say Black culture, Black American culture. Yeah, I'll say. No, and that's the thing I have about Black cultures as well. What is Black culture?
What is Black culture? I was about to say that. Yeah.
What is Black culture? Because
like, do you know, to most people that aren't Black culture is things like how it's portrayed to them. Anyway.
Yeah, like rap music.
It's like rap music, drug dealing, like gold
teeth and shit like that.
Like literally. It's just it's not even necessarily negative stuff, but it's just it is. But to be fair, some stuff is and some
negative
stuff
though, because again, like for example, like cool.
I don't like the fact we're saying Black culture is negative. I feel like
the stuff that is portrayed is negative.
I'm saying the stuff. So when you go to a place like Tokyo, their perception, obviously, they don't have access to a lot of Black people, and
what they see is the stuff that's portrayed.
Yeah, so it's not like you go. It's not like you're living in London and you can see the difference between how everyone interacts and
Yeah.
There, they only have to go off the limited amount of people they possibly know. Yeah. In terms of Black people, which could probably be one or even two people, if at all, and then they watch American shows, American TV shows, and then 99% of it's sort of dumbed down now, but a lot of it is gangster films. Yeah, like not like your mafia gangster films, like, do you know what I mean? Like just hood
gangster films,
or the black main character. I don't even say main character. Is just portrayed as this aggressive person,
especially stupid and funny, like.
Yeah, just dumb and funny, or they're just unnecessarily aggressive. Or if you start talking about women as well, women have this like Black women have this whole aggressive thing, like literally they're ready to scrap over absolutely nothing.
Taking off the earrings and that every single scene.
Ratchet. There you go.
From what I've seen, like it's either like they're either overly aggressive or they're over sexualized.
Yeah.
So like you'll get her, she's hardly wearing anything, titties are mad. Back is crazy.
Yeah.
But then the white counterpart in the film is all elegantly dressed and
that's the same. So like so obviously touched on what's about like what is Black culture again? What is it? Because again, I think I touched on it last week. Sorry, but uniformly Black people were not the same because Africans are different to Caribbeans, and again the Caribbeans are different to African Americans and vice versa. Innit? Yeah. We're not.
That's even like Africans are different to other Africans.
Exactly. Even in Africa. West Africa is completely different to East Africa. Yeah. Same way North Africa is completely different to South Africa. Yeah. You get me? Let's say so. Again, what Black? In my opinion,
this is the thing.
In my opinion, there is no Black. Black culture shouldn't be a thing. In my opinion.
When I think of the term Black culture, I would say it should be, or to me, it is things that all Black people share. So, for example, seasoning your food. Do you know what I mean? Like, in a bannerish way.
Yeah.
But because obviously you get loads of differences between, as you say, East, West, North, South, even amongst Caribbean islands.
But then is that also just called being prejudiced as well?
There's certain like beliefs and certain practices that just run through all of them. Do you know what I'm saying?
Black culture be oily food.
In West Africa, because you man slam the palm.
I've not seen Caribbean food as well.
Some of it.
Yeah.
But again, there's certain dishes that some people just put bare oil in. Some people don't cook with that much oil. Still,
West African food is oily.
The palm oil and everything.
Oily,
your stew is just red.
Salt is in everything.
Yeah, salt. Yeah, that's actually. I think that's.
I actually don't cook with salt no more.
No, but do you know what it is? I neither do I. But
apart from rice,
I cooked. I don't even put it in my rice. I use coconut milk. It's crazy. But I made stew chicken, but forgot to use salt. So when I'm tasting it, I'm like,
what's missing?
It was rattling me for so long. I was like, no, like it tastes nice, but it's just not.
It's just
not. It's not where it's supposed to be. Yeah. And it's just salt. Literally, it's just salt.
Yeah. So then it's like again touching on that, like again, what is black culture? Again,
I like that.
I think what black culture is again what they portray us in a way. Like obviously, obviously. Another thing, like, I can't even say
it's just
we as a people.
But it's just like, for example, when you hear Asian culture, do you know how big Asia is? Do you know how many different types of countries are in Asia? You can't just say, and none of them will be the same.
Yeah,
because
But when you think of Asian culture, you think of what you've seen on TV. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I really didn't even clock you until recently. India and Pakistan are neighbors.
Yeah,
I didn't even know that. But then they're so different. They're so different in one, the way they look, language, religion, culture.
Religion. Some like you get Buddhists, you get
Christians, you get Muslims.
Yeah, bro, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
But if someone says to you Asian culture, what do you picture?
It's
probably martial arts and rice. Do you know?
That's a Karate Kid.
Martial arts and rice.
Am I wrong though? Am I wrong?
Why
not as well? But when I say Asian culture, you don't think Pakistan.
Yeah.
You don't think of them ones there.
But this is a whole other... Like, a lot of people like distinguishing themselves. So, for example, if you're from...
Fam, I see next... Sorry, but I see... Obviously, I was on Twitter the other day, and I see a next thing. So... There was this girl, she posted a picture of her, and another girl complimented her saying something.
Brown skin.
No. I think
dark skin.
Yeah. So then
she's like, thank you, but I'm not dark skin.
Yeah. So see, the one girl's complimented the other girl saying, "Oh, beautiful dark skin girl, whatever." And then the girl who was being complimented replied back saying, "Oh, thanks, but I'm not dark skin." And then from then, it went left. Like, I'm seeing people doing threads, and my thing is. Again, why is that such a big thing? If she says she's not dark skinned, what's the problem?
My thing is though,
where's she dark skinned?
Yeah, my thing.
Okay, the thing that's the thing. I would say she is, but again, who are we to tell her?
I was gonna say, where's the line?
Yeah.
Where do you?
But I get why people are like, it's a self-hating because
she's not saying she's not black though. She just saying she's not dark skinned.
Because there's a negative stigma attached
towards
to being dark skinned,
and she's trying to like.
So she's trying to distance herself. From the stigma.
I get what you man are saying in that. I get it, yeah. But at the same time, it's like, do we know that's her? She might genuinely see herself.
That's the thing.
And foremost, I don't care as well.
Yeah,
so you can say what you want. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying no. I'm not saying people shouldn't have like questioned, not even questioned, but just been like. Really, but then again, to spend the whole day
debating.
This goes
going back and forth.
Pod before when we were talking about the one that just came out. We were talking about being what is offensive.
Yeah.
There's people that just care too much about things.
Yeah,
that will sit down and they will join a thread that has nothing to do with them.
There's more pressing
to give their 2 pence.
There's more pressing issues at hand than to really care. Than to really care if a girl considers herself dark skin or not.
I agree.
And then again, so then that all comes down to in my opinion. Yeah, if you kind of touch like I don't want to say self-hate, not self-hate on her behalf, but again, in general between all of us. Why is that such a big thing? Like,
yeah. It's one of those things as well. She didn't need to know. I get that it came from a good place, but she didn't need to call her dark skin. She didn't need to
distinguish the fact that she wasn't dark skin.
Yeah. And then like,
because that's the thing, that it just creates some form of segregation between her and a lighter skinned person, and
that's the vibe.
That's probably where she come from.
That's the vibe on Conquer, fam. They like, what? I don't like. This
I think she even said one of my siblings is dark skin, and I'm not dark skin. I'm not the same shade as like my sister or whatever. She said brother or whatever.
Exactly. And again, if that's her reason behind it, who are we to then to tell her?
Yeah, because to her, that's dark skin.
Yeah, exactly. But then at the same time, again, why are we then dividing up the whole thing again? So now, you're dark skin, you're brown skin,
one's chocolate,
you're like,
it's just so many different variations.
At the end of the day, you're black, fam. To the average white guy that's walking on the road, he's not saying you're brown, whatever. You're black. Yeah. You get me? We're all black, fam. At the end of the day, like, it doesn't make sense. And then for me again.
Even me, I would get classified as black.
Yeah, exactly. And then, in my opinion, that goes down to. I genuinely think a lot of people weren't raised to love themselves, love their skin color.
I agree.
Because facts.
I feel like we're coming into a day and age. Sorry, it's got him, where now even being dark skin is being glamorized.
No, but,
So
that's the thing. That I genuinely feel like a lot of it comes from a genuine place. I genuinely believe I genuinely believe that a lot of it simply stems from the fact that obviously back in the day, being dark skinned wasn't the thing.
Yeah.
And now in this day and age of obviously everyone's got to be equal and whatnot.
Yeah.
I feel like obviously I'm not saying there aren't people out there who genuinely believe it, but I'm saying that I genuinely believe there's a lot of people out there who they're upholding the dark skin thing, but it's not coming from a genuine place. They're just doing it as, oh, cool, this is what everyone else is doing. It's cool to love the dark skin. Now let me get in on this. Let me jump on the bandwagon. Because like even I say like I'm not even talking about, because obviously with me growing up, to be fair, I never had to sit down from even my parents and they'd sat me down and be like, oh, like you're a young black man in this world. This way. I never got that because again I see a lot of things, but I don't say a lot of things in it. So obviously, from young, I was clocking things, and I was like, "That's not added up," and that okay, you're putting the pieces together in it. And then like even it's like cool with my dad. Yeah, he didn't teach me a lot of things, but one of the things he did teach me again is being proud of my skin color and that. Because even from young, obviously I didn't understand it, but birthday cards. He always used to go and get the one with the black people on the cover. Whereas instead of just going Tesco and just getting a generic one. And obviously at the time I didn't really. I was like, why is it going out of his way? Like, why is it Tesco's just there? Why just go Tesco, innit? I lived in the high street, innit? So I'm like, just go Tesco.
But that's the thing. As a child, you're so innocent and so ignorant to these things.
Yeah, but then obviously now
you don't. Yeah, that it wait until later in life where you actually think what has been going on. It goes over your head.
It goes over your head until obviously you grow up and anything. And then obviously now I'm sitting, I'm thinking, okay, yeah. And obviously subconsciously, I feel like that has made a difference on man because
of course.
Get me? I'm unapologetic with my thing.
It's just like, but as well, I feel like some people are very drastic with it, radicalized with it. Like for example, they're throwing.
I agree.
Like, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with promoting.
There's nothing wrong with being unapologetically.
But like for example,
some people hate white people though.
But like they go out of their way. They go out of their way to shame white people and make and then what they're trying to do is do the reverse of what has been happening to us, obviously, and make it seem that we are now better than them.
And then this goes back to the whole thing about saying, can black people be racist? This the whole.
No, that's not even a racist thing, but it's just like,
bro,
people want instead of
hating another person because of their skin color. Makes no sense.
Instead of teaching their child like for example, if you got a mixed race child, you can't pick. You can, but you can't pick a side. You can't teach them to love their black side
more than the white side. Love their white side more than the white side.
Cool. Well, that's how I view it. Anyway, obviously, there's obviously people that do, but it's like, how can you make your child? Because as well, they are oblivious to it until they get to an age where their genetics actually mean something to them. All they're doing is growing up being told that, like, their hair is a certain way because they're black and da da da.
So with you and Dali, how would you say? Well, would like again? How's it for you two growing up then? Because obviously, you two are mixed in it.
Your older brother's black as well. Actually,
So. But this is the thing. The only reason I've loved my brother. Like, my brother's my half brother, obviously. That's why. But I've never looked at him any different to I've looked at my sister or Dali. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he's just my half brother, but as well, I've never addressed him like he's my half brother. Like, some people go out of their way to be like, "This is my half brother," and it's my brother. We don't look alike, but saying that, I don't look like Dali. I don't look like my sister. There's certain lights there's certain angles me and Dali might look similar. Like, you can see that we're brothers. But if you put him next to my sister,
they're similar. I hear that.
Shave his beard off. They'll look the same. They look exactly the same. So I'm the sort of the black sheep in it. But growing up, we've never had this whole thing about. Like, because as well, like, obviously, my dad's black, but a lot of our family lives in Brum. So we don't see the black side a lot. And then my mum's family lives down south.
So you're seeing the mum's side a lot more.
We see that we go out of our way to see them, but it's easier to get there. And they do, like, they'll sort of invite us over. I don't know if my family ever invited us to Brum like that, because you're oblivious at the time, innit? But it's like, even without that influence, going to see my black side of the family, they come down like once a year or whatever. There was never, I've never grown up thinking, that's my black side, this is my white side.
Yeah.
Because my mum's obviously mixed as well, but it's like, do you know what I'm saying? Like I've never had that issue.
Yeah.
And it's only until secondary school where I started deep in this whole colorism thing. Yeah. Like, because obviously you get the whole
You started
thing
getting the perks, innit?
No, but not even that, but obviously like amongst guys though, like certain girls is what you tried to get, so mixed race girls or whatever it was. Yeah. But then they would go for certain types of guys. So then you sort of judge it all based off of that. So if because at the time, for example, say dark skinned man weren't a thing.
Yeah.
They will even if he's nice, they'll probably shut him down because he's dark skinned. And then you think to yourself, and then it just makes you think, cool, I'm not dark skinned. Like, do you know what I mean? I've got the past. Yeah. But it's just unnecessary segregation amongst us based on what? Like, I don't even know where it came from. Why were...
I don't know. No, but I know where it came from. Because you're forgetting, back in slavery days, the lighter people were the ones that...
No, but I'm saying what I'm saying is growing up, I don't know where it came from.
That's it. It stems from that, though.
Because... Yeah, no, obviously, but when you grow up, like growing up, so when I was in year 7, year 8, year 9, no one sat me down and said, light-skinned girls are the thing.
Oh yeah, no, but that's just what you see, though. Again, that's what more time, man. That's what when man are rapping or whatever. 9 times out of 10, they're trying to get a lighty. If you're looking in like say for example like music videos, and again, a lot of the women in the video, again, fair skinned. A lot more time they were fair skinned, or you might have like the 1 or 2 odd black girl in there.
Yeah, so
what's
that subliminal
black girl.
Subliminal
so then like
messages, isn't it?
Yeah. And so I just again that all stems from, again, I don't want to sound like one of these men that system, but again, it stems from the system because
music, especially music and film.
Yeah, because
what you seeing it, because that's the old, because away from your social circle, that is your only outlook for the rest of life. When you're especially at a younger age, you don't know anything else apart from your circle of people, your environment, anything else that you see. That's how you think the rest of the world is. So if you're looking on TV all the time and you're seeing,
because it's just like, you know, when you leave London,
yeah,
where is?
And then you realise, there's just
unless you go to somewhere like Brum,
Bristol, some parts of. Some parts of Manny, Liverpool.
I was thinking
some parts of Manny, Liverpool,
but
not
the same.
Yeah, it's not the same, but again, because especially up there, I'll say Manny, Liverpool, there's a lot more mixed. I say like you'll see a lot more mixed than you would see black.
Yeah,
and obviously if you go Bristol and London, I'll say you see a lot more black people.
Yeah,
and then I think same with Brum as well. You see a lot more, but then I say up north, it's not more like mixed and that.
Yeah, I agree. It's techie, man. Do you not? I feel like for everybody anyway, what everybody just needs to do is just do their own thing. Right? Stop being influenced by everything that you see around you. And I'm lucky enough, for me anyway, personally.
Yeah, but then
I've never been a person that's been
humans, though,
influenced by a lot of things in life. Like I've never seen something and wanted to aspire to be something because I've seen it. The only thing I wanted to ever do was play football.
That's it. That's the thing though. You're forgetting. You man grew up. I say you two grew up at a different age to me.
Yeah.
Where when I touched secondary school, that's when social media started to become prominent.
I was on even when I was in like year 9, year 10, the most we had was Bebo.
Exactly. Yeah. So I remember I started on Bebo. That's like obviously Emerson and Bebo. That's
MySpace.
See, I didn't even have MySpace. I just went straight.
Even I wasn't even on MySpace.
Okay,
that's what I'm saying. So by the time you man are 18, get me? You're not really
MSN, really.
Yeah, that's
Emerson.
That's what I'm saying. But
again, that's the people you knew. You added people. You didn't just get anyone's email address and add them in it.
I'm not trying to take the piss on generally, but 18. When you was 18, what year was that? 2009.
For me, 9.
11.
Exactly 2009.
How can you be 18 in 2009 when you left school at 2008?
Yeah, 2011. But again. You're 18 in 2011. Get me? You're not the social media and the phone stuff.
That was just the start. That was in BlackBerry days.
Yeah, BlackBerry was in uni first year.
It was like 2 years after that. Yeah, BlackBerry.
No, BlackBerry
was for me 2011.
Yeah. No. It was. I was year 9. I was year 9.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's when it started. Because I was that guy that I didn't want a BlackBerry.
Exactly. So
I didn't get it till like
you man are basically already kind of grown up by the time
we're in basically adulthood.
That's why there's a lot of people at my age and older that don't really fuck with
exactly. Whereas me now, although for me, I say one age group, I say like you got some of us who are like kind of like me where we don't live on it, but we use it.
Yeah.
But and then there's others, and then others that's my age that they live on it, they use it. That's the thing, innit? And that's saying like for them, and again for the people and the people the youths that are growing up now, coming up in this day and age, where they're gonna see a lot more, they're be exposed to a lot more, and it's like I feel like as adults, as the elders, not even elders, but like just as the elder people, I feel like we do have we've got responsibility to. And again, this is kind of rich for me saying this because again, I put out a lot of shit in it. I actually enjoying it, but I do feel like again we've got to kind of watch what we're presenting on the internet now because fam, you got 10, 11-year-olds with iPhones now. So again,
you don't understand how impressionable they're seeing until you're older.
Get me? So like, shit. You've got a 10, 11-year-old with an iPhone on the same platforms that we're using.
Yeah, it's techie.
Seeing the thing, they have access to see
the same things. So again, every time, and this is the same thing. This is specifically why I genuinely hate when I see this Africans v Caribbeans thing, because again, okay, yes, to some of us it might just be a bit of banter and we're saying stuff. Don't get me wrong, that's cool, innit? But
I feel like that's like amongst social circles is when it's like, for example, when we go back.
But then again, there's times and again, of like on Twitter, everyone will just be doing this Africans be versus Caribbeans thing, and I'm like. I'm sitting there, it's like, what are you doing? Because again, there's probably 11, 12-year-olds out there seeing it, and then obviously because again they're young, their minds ain't really developed yet. They're seeing a man say, all Africans know is a Zonto and starving in the desert or something, or you get me something like that, and then. Because all they're gonna see on TV is the Red Cross Foundation with a minority and flies all on his head.
On his belly,
they're gonna think, oh right,
it's true, isn't it?
It's true. That's what we are. Then again, from man sees that now, man's gonna go to school and start running that, and then get me, and then an African youth might see someone say, all Caribbeans know is jerking. And dancing naked or whatever, or whining or something, and then again, man's gonna see that and then go on a YouTube or look on Snap or something and see a man jumping off a building on a yard thing, and he's thinking,
some of them skinny young men have some next core strength though. You see when they pick up the big things.
Man's picking. I'm thinking,
bro, even at my level of strength, my back,
bro. I'm all trying to see if it's CGI or something.
That's the Ray, bro. The Ray is giving man powers. There's no other way.
So like again, like I just like I said, I'm not here trying to say, no, it should all be kumbaya and I'm not saying that, innit? But at the same time, we got fam. We got
stupid, petty arguments between us that need to stop.
Yeah, because again, like fam, let's keep it 100. Yeah, in terms of society and race or whatever, black people are at the bottom. Let's just keep it. We're at the bottom, innit?
In what sense?
Like just
of the pecking order.
Of the pecking order, like to me, it's white people at the top. Then you got like the Jews.
Do you know what? I'm gonna throw a curveball in here. I'm gonna throw a curveball. I genuinely believe in this country. This is so controversial as fuck. But anyway, fuck it. I genuinely believe.
I agree with you.
I don't think you will. I don't think you will.
What's he gonna say?
Impoverished white people. In this country.
Yeah. They're seen one level above us.
I looked at worse than poor black people from the hood. I feel like poor white people. You know. I see where you're coming from. But at the end of the day, they're still white. So
I get what you mean.
I see where you're coming from. But at the end of the day, they're still white. So they're still gonna. I think
basically what you're saying. The feds pulled up.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, facts. Big facts.
But not even that, because like, don't know, I get what you're saying, and obviously like the poor black people, the poor white people in this country, they are looked at as low class, but again,
they're sort of segregated on them amongst themselves. Because it's like they don't want to claim them as
class.
Though
that comes out the class.
Classism.
And that's because in this country, It's different. Whereas again, obviously, America, like I said, it's a different dynamic there. But you can still be poor as hell.
Yeah, and America's different than England.
In America, you could be poor as hell, white. You're still gonna get more respect than or better reception than a middle class black person.
Should I tell you where I always see poverty the worst, and it's not in London.
No.
It's when you go up north. Bro,
fam,
the homeless dons in Manny, in Liverpool,
Leicester,
in all them areas,
homeless people, Leicester, crazy.
You just then you're like, how? Because I can't speak for every single black family, but I always generally feel like there isn't a way that I can be bottom barrel. My family just collapse, man, like that, unless I'm doing something mad. Like I don't understand how they've got into that position.
Yeah, but then
it's what some people don't have family. Do you know what it is? It's some people. There's probably a load of issues. Like some people are like war veterans, and then they have like PTSD, and then they just go off the rails and
Donny outside Fulton Station with is he dead? I think he died. The one that had the one leg or no legs.
In the wheelchair, white guy.
He's a bad man. He was bad man.
I
used to see him rolling down the hill backwards, you know.
I see him in ages still.
I think he's dead.
No breaks. He's like this.
Yeah, he used to be out there. He used to be out there chatting shit as well.
He's a funny guy. He used to scare me.
But then you get
Apparently Bernard died, but apparently that was fake.
It's not his face.
Bernard. You know
Bernard. We said Bernard. I said
no, Bernard. No.
Is
it fake though?
Yeah, it's fake.
Thank goodness, that guy's a quite a legend.
But then you get those who like get addicted to drugs.
Yes.
Go off the rails.
Yeah, family just say you're too much.
It's not even that, but some like for example, some families don't have, especially in America. Obviously, they don't have access to the NHS and things like that, so they have to pay.
Yeah.
They can't pay.
They have a whole underground homeless networks in America
because they can't like pay to send them to rehab and and even then rehab's not guaranteed. You know what I mean? If they come out of rehab and they have no access to anything, they're just gonna go back to where they started.
I tell you what, stuff like that is always. This is a whole other topic, but I don't understand how you can get into hard drugs, bruv. I don't know how you can see that.
You know, it's
then consider it, bro.
No, but you're forgetting. I think you're saying that because of where your mental state is at.
Yeah, I'm seeing it because I'm seeing nonsense.
A lot of people aren't as strong as you, though. You're forgetting.
Some people apparently is it heroin, like literally. So say for example, you just try it. Say for example, you're in the
what makes you try it, bro?
No, but some people are in like shit spaces in life.
What's
the injection one?
Heroin.
Yeah. Some people can like their mental state can be so in the gutter. It's just like you. Like, to me, and probably to both of you, I can't understand how people get suicide, like to the point where they actually want to kill themselves. But it's just probably because like I've never been in a space where I've been that low.
Considered it, yeah.
So, but for some people, they're in so much pain, it's easier to just take their life. Don't get me wrong, I still don't agree with it, but there's a level of understanding that you get. You don't know what this person's going through.
Especially, sure, you done.
If you're gonna go suicide thing. But so say someone's at that point, and then they've got some form of friend or whatever. They might even bump into someone they used to know. And this person does heroin. They say, you know, for some reason he spills his heart out. Try this, it'll make you feel better. Apparently, once you have your the first one of heroin, all you do is chase the high. The high is so good that all you do is chase the high, and it's never gonna be the same. But that's how they get addicted, because they want that same feeling and they can't get it.
But I'll be real with you. It's not even sometimes it's not even as deep as what you're saying. Obviously, I knew a kitty, and she was telling me, the first time she did heroin was with her dad at like 13, 14. Yeah. That happens, fam. That happens.
Oh yeah,
that happens. That's the same. So like, that's the same. Sometimes it's not even as deep as you're going for a rough patch. Sometimes just your family, fam.
You have to praise the God that we've brought up in, like. I even just say normal families, bro. Certain man that just all getting molested in that as youths and whatever. Like it's so many
much madness that goes on in the world, bro.
It's fucked up, man.
But obviously back to the topic in hand.
Yeah.
Like again, so okay, moving on from obviously like the influence that obviously like America or Black Americans have on us, It's like even obviously you can say one hand is that, but on the other hand as well. Again, the news, media outlets and stuff like that. Because I loosely touched it, but when I was younger, I'll be real with you, partly because obviously maybe the music that I was listening to, but then again, every time I'm seeing news at 6 or whatever. What am I seeing? I'm seeing a black youth either dead from a gunshot stab wound, or a black youth on the news that's just got 30 years or just got 30 years or something, because again, man's killed another brother. So then you're basically growing up just seeing man that look like you getting killed.
People they even know in the end.
Getting killed by people that look like you.
Yeah.
And then automatically your psyche is gonna be like, cool, I've gotta be scared or fear man that look like me. When when that shouldn't be the case, that shouldn't be the case at all. And then it's like, so then you'll get people who probably the only time they've seen black people again is online on the news. So then they're gonna they're gonna see it as, rah, black people really are just aggressive and violent.
Yeah.
But then we all know there's a lot of men doing good stuff in the communities and stuff like that. I'm not even gonna be generic and say communities, but there's a lot of black people doing good stuff anyway.
Yeah, in life, yeah.
And
no light shed upon it.
And they're either not getting their flowers, or they'll go out of their way to nitpick on something minor, like for example.
Like they try and find the one flaw in their thing.
Like for example, like Raheem Sterling, he used to get all the man would. I think there was a time he got called like on just a normal flight. They were getting onto him.
I saw that, because he didn't want to pay for.
Yeah, and then
it's like so what?
And then there was another case where these two youth players, same age, same team. One's white, one's black.
City,
Foden and I can't remember his last name, but like first name Tosin, something like that.
Tosin Adebayo.
Something like that. School, same youth team, roughly same age, same club, done the same thing. So they both bought their parents' houses, innit?
Yeah.
The reception was completely different. So obviously for the white youth now,
how the headline was put in.
For the white youth now, it was like young starlet gets his mum a nice new house, whatever. And then for the black youth, it was academy where it gets flashy, it splashes out on some flashy pad or something. I'm like, but they've literally just done the same thing, and you're reporting it. And again, that comes down to microaggressions, because the way racism works in this country compared to obviously America is that in America it's a lot more blatant, isn't it? It's a lot more blatant, which I'll be real with you, I respect a lot more than over here, because here what they'll do is they'll say little things but won't actually say, like they'll say little things that they know is gonna piss you off or get a reaction, and then the moment you react they'll turn around and say, but we didn't say anything. They'll just turn around and say we haven't said any slurs, we haven't said no slurs or whatever, so what are you complaining about? But then and then obviously Unless you're super articulated, like say someone like a Carlo or something, which let's be real, a lot of men aren't.
Yeah.
They're just gonna chew you up, because then you're gonna because then obviously you're gonna feel a bit heated or whatnot.
Yeah.
And then you might end up just start getting agitated and aggravated. Next thing you know, the ignorant side comes out, and then they've got what they wanted.
Yeah.
And they're gonna say, "See, look."
That's why certain people shouldn't, I feel like, put themselves in the position to even speak on certain things if they know that they're going to be a poor representation. You can have your opinion.
Piers Morgan tried on Sterling, fam. He tried it. Piers Morgan said, "Oh, why did you come on the Good Morning Show, whatever you call it, and talk to us?" Sterling was like, "Nah, go call someone else who's trained to do this." Yeah. Don't try and draw me out.
You're going to answer your questions to get your narrative across.
Yeah,
and I'm not going to have an answer.
You're going to draw me out because you know I'm a footballer. I'm not a radio host or personality like that. Yeah. So I'm this is me. I don't know Sterling, innit? But I'm just assuming, like, I'm guessing man doesn't really know how to articulate himself the same way Piers Morgan would.
Bro, he came out after moving from Liverpool to Man City after all the abuse. He did an interview and they finished him, bro. They completely finished him. And then he went literally dark for like a season, and then he started bagging in goals again, and people started loving him again.
That's the thing. Like, I don't. And then and the thing is, the reason why they don't like him is because man's apologetic with his blackness and his heritage. Obviously, man's he's come from Jamaica now, so obviously that's where he's from. He's unapologetic with it. That's why they don't like him. Whereas sorry, but again, Rashford, for example, he was the media sweetheart from before, and then obviously, again, he's a young black man. He's grown up or whatever. He's getting money. Why can't he flash? Why can't he buy flashy things or splash out himself? So obviously, he was getting like chains and whatnot. Again, what's wrong with that? It's not like he hasn't got the money for it. It's not like he's doing bad things to get it. He's one of the best young footballers in this country, arguably the world. But yet he's getting now. They're saying, they don't like his attitude. But fam, what?
Should I tell you what? Historically, black people, we as a people, we are loud. Historically,
but what's wrong with
that?
No,
it's not a bad thing.
No. See that narrative as well. Yeah,
it's not a bad narrative.
No, I'm not saying it, but that narrative to me is dead as well. Because have you seen Asians, fam? Asians are flashy as what?
Bro, you're right.
They do it as well. So I don't see why when we do it.
Because we're seen as something when you think of like an Asian family, you think. Remember when I think?
Okay, yeah.
They're just good from the get go. Like from 17, they're driving BMs and but we know that because we know that they sort of keep their funds in house. Do you know what I mean? It's a collective narrative. When you see an Asian person, they're usually well off, especially in the UK maybe or London at least. But you can't say that for a lot of black families. You know what I mean? So the picture isn't painted the same, even though the loudness is on equal terms. The picture's not painted the same. When you think, because imagine when people see young black people in Mercs, Beamers, they automatically assume drug money.
And I'll be with you. I used to think like that, and then obviously again, I just started clocking things up. Like, hold on,
but again, because that's all you saw, innit?
Let's be all know. Out of all the men that you know that trap and all do that shit, how? Let's be real now. You drive more. You both drive better cars than most of them. You both live better lives than most of them. And you man are not criminals, fam.
Yeah.
You man are not. Exactly.
Never done it, bro.
Exactly. You man have never done that in your lives. Whereas there's men that have been in the game since they were 15. they're touching 30, and get me. They're still okay. Yeah, they might not be moving pebs no more, or whatever, but they're still They're not living as comfy as you, man. And you man haven't gone down that route.
Yeah, it's true.
So again, that's why I personally, I'll see a black man in a nice car, and for a split second, I might be like, bro. And then again, I clock myself. I'm like, no, that's not the way I should be thinking. Yeah. And then man, hold on, he could just have a good job. He could have a business. Because again, let's be real now, especially food shops and that.
Yeah.
Especially with Caribbeans, you get me. It's now becoming the in thing. Yeah. Especially among like white people and that. So I mean, I'm seeing a lot more white people going and getting. So again, why can't a black man with a nice car just own a successful food takeaway place or food shop?
Yeah, it's true.
Or why can't he just have a good job?
That's facts.
Again, and
I mean, it's just a social.
Again, and that's another thing. Why, and that's black people. We just need to. I just feel like we need to just stop not stop watching the news, innit? But take what they say with a pinch of salt.
I always say that.
I don't know. A lot of people don't, because the first thing, their first rebuttal is, but BBC News said that.
Bro, there's a lot of people that can't think for themselves, bro, in life. There's a lot of them, and
they think the news is like gospel.
Follow fashion dance.
And as a black person, I don't understand why you would think that.
Because people have
historically, it's shown that you can't trust the news.
Yeah, it's fact.
Especially when we're pointing on us, fam. Because at the end of the day, listen, I heard a phrase a few years back. It was something like, what's the society should influence the news, but instead it's the news that's influencing society. Something along them lines there.
Yeah.
And it's true,
because
I
tell you why though? You have to look at things historically, how people used to get news. TV isn't something that is like is new if you think about it. TV. So historically, newspapers report
newspapers and radios, yeah.
This is how people.
Before that, you used to have one guy standing on a fucking wooden platform, and he used to just shout out to everyone.
So if this person who's apparently my guy who's got the knowledge for some reason is saying something that is now true or that is believable. So historically, that's what people are saying. If my man on BBC News is telling me that Marlowe killed a youth in Heath, What, you killed you, bro.
Don't put that energy.
But you know what I mean, though. Like that's what everyone's saying until it's proven otherwise.
It's debunked properly.
But that's what I'm saying though. Like back in the day, like I was okay. Obviously, I wasn't around back then. I can only go on from what I've seen, what I think, and get me what I just for what my mum tells me and stuff like that. But from the best of my knowledge, there was black outlets. There was black outlets back in the day. Whereas I don't.
Yeah, there were.
Whereas are there any now? Like
I think there is, but
again, they're not as reputable now. Whereas compared to back in the day, where say you'd have the whole of Brixton reading
RWD,
reading a specific news outlet because the editors are black, the main editor black. There might, but for the most part, it's a black outlet. Whereas now, I can't say we've got a prominent black outlet in this country no more.
Most people,
and why is that?
Because most people go. To get their news, they go to
easily
accessible
Sky News app.
So it's a lot easier to turn your TV on to BBC to Sky than
exactly.
it is to pop down to a certain shop. Because as well, these black outlets or news outlets, they're not going to be in every shop. So that means you got to trek to a specific shop to get what it is. And people are just lazy. They would rather switch on the TV or just not pay attention to the news in full. Do you know what I'm saying? So they either do the easiest option or they just cut it all off instead of you get some people that will go out of the way and but then there's not enough of them to sort of spread the word and say you lot pick up this newspaper or pick up this magazine or whatever it is.
Fam, with everything that's gone on in the world in the past, I'll say in the past decade, I feel like unity amongst black people as a whole. And like I said, I'm not trying to do the kumbaya thing. And to me, that's never gonna happen. In that, naturally, humans are selfish, innit? Yeah. But at the same time, I just feel like black people as a whole, there's less unity than there was 15, 20 years ago. That's how
we've essentially been turned against each other.
Yeah, and like I said, as much as you could say, it's down to like the system that white people produce, whatever, we still got to hold ourselves accountable and say like and say, fam, we need to do better, fam. Yeah, because blaming white people could only go so far.
I also feel like
until we've got to now just buck up our own ideas and be like, cool, listen, we know we're not gonna get help from these people here. We need to go and get ourselves, go and do ourselves.
What I also think is I feel like stuff like that can even further segregation though. When we're always trying to distinguish things as this is a black thing, this is a white thing, this is like I feel like to live, and to have these like same opportunities and.
Alright, cool. Okay. I get what you mean. I get what you're saying here, but how long have we been trying to be equal in these places?
I don't think we have, bro.
Yes, we have. What are you talking about?
I feel like what happens. For
the past 30 years or so, we've been trying to become equal in these places, and it's not happening.
I know what you're trying to say.
What's the point?
The opportunities haven't been given to us, and
so
I understand. But
is that not a sign of madness? I'm sorry, but is that not a sign of madness? Yeah, when you keep doing the same thing repeatedly, trying to get a different
result. Yeah.
Is that not a sign of madness? So how long are we gonna have to keep petitioning to get equal jobs or whatever in these higher positions?
What we need to start doing. So I saw
we start fucking off and say, fuck this, just go and get ourselves.
I saw a post on Twitter that said we need to stop starting new businesses and using like relating the trap in part of its namesake. Like there was a thing that was like, I don't want to eat from I don't even know what even what.
Oh, okay, I get me like trap kitchen and stuff.
Yeah, like we need to stop doing that and then just start being normal people, bro. Like,
yeah, but again, that's culture, though, isn't it?
What's that? I don't like that. Why is that black culture, bro? It's not.
That's the thing. That's what I'm saying. But that's the picture that's been painted. So
we are pushing that picture, and that annoys man. Narrative. That annoys man, because I know people that aren't trappers, bro, that are living healthy, that are black. They're not trapping. Yeah, never trapped in their life. I know bankers. I know stockbrokers. I know lawyers. I know people that are doing other things, and their thing is called something normal, like Henry and Son. Lawyer firm. But that thing is never gonna get
Shark
pushed.
Kitchen's meaty though. I can't lie.
What is Shark Kitchen?
I've never even had it.
Is it that? Do you know what I don't like?
it's
I
in
don't
them,
like,
it's
people that put lobster and waffles in the thing.
Brother.
What is that, bruv?
But I'll be real with
I
you.
swear that's an American thing.
Bruv.
I'll be real with you. It looks nice, like aesthetically looks nice.
And they put bare parsley on top.
Meaty, man. It's meaty.
But I don't get. First of all,
Weird.
lobster's not all that.
It's not.
No,
It's not all that.
No, you
It's
man
not
lies,
all that.
man. You man just never had proper lobster. Their
I have
lobster's
had
meaty. I
proper
can't lie,
lobster.
but
No, I have had
you
proper
haven't.
lobster. How can you tell me I haven't had
Burger
proper
lobster,
lobster?
bro.
That must have been meaty then, because you can't say
Bruv, lobster. I'm not saying
Lobster's
it's horrible.
leng. It's
I'm
leng.
not saying it's horrible.
Yeah, but it's leng.
not.
I'm not a big shellfish.
But it's just
eater,
like steak. I don't find steak to be up there.
You know what, though?
Steak. No, don't get me wrong. It's nice.
You're a vegan, innit?
No, but I prefer poultry and fish.
You know what? Hawksmoor. Grab a steak from there.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying steak is not nice, but I will not go to a restaurant unless I purposely decided I want steak.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go there, see steak on the list, and
get
think.
chicken or fish. Or to be fair, I prefer salmon and sea bass.
Yeah, but you say,
but you say
this. You forget who this guy is, though. This guy's bougie, though, man. This guy's bougie, fam. This guy's like having £15 lunches and that.
You man used to get onto for that, actually.
Do you know what it is? It's when he showed me what he got for £15. I was like,
starving. You're starving. Go get me, man. Go get your money back, fam. You've been
I
bummed.
was hungry. That's why I usually bring food from home. It's not enough.
What's that place you went to and you like made the lunch? And then when you got there, like it was you'd made like an egg salad type thing.
Yeah.
And then when you got to the till, because they make it all fresh for you, and the woman was like, "It's a store."
I went to Whole Foods, I think it is.
Oh yeah, you deserve that then. You deserve that.
And
I was there padding on the thing, thinking, yeah, it's cool.
Wait. So you went Whole Foods, powder on the whole thing, and was shocked about the price?
No, because what I thought, I didn't read it properly. The first time I did it, I saw
It's Whole Foods. One tomato was like 15p.
I got the box, and the box said the price for the box, innit? But it's that minimum plus the weight of the food. I didn't know that. I just thought the price of the box.
The box is one.
It's one price. And then the rest of I didn't know that. I'm thinking, $5 is calm.
You should have clocked from
bare salmon in it.
You should have clocked from the type of cars that are probably parked outside that place, bro.
It's a boy thing. No,
you will not see nothing less than maybe a 69 plate. You see nothing less than that over there. We'll talk nothing less than 69. You might.
I was rattled.
You might see a one little 118 E class, and that's an Uber. That's an Uber. Even the black cabs out there,
Bentleys.
Fam, there's nothing less than a 68 plate.
Yeah.
Cabs. I'm talking about black cabs.
Yeah. Have you not seen the Bentley black cab?
What?
No, I ain't seen it.
No, I haven't seen that one.
I saw that. They have the Bentley black cars in Essential as well.
It's the same. That's you're living a different type of life, bro.
What do you mean?
I'll bring you in, man.
Commuting to work, bro.
What
You ain't commuting to work.
I wasn't in the Bentley. I've seen them. I've seen the Bentley. I'm sorry,
but
the minimum price is £7. You go anywhere.
You've snapped once, and you was in the backseat. I've seen
stars.
I've seen stars on the roof and that. If it's saying that wasn't you, then.
I don't know. I can't say I've seen it, but
It's chatting shit. I was even thinking, when is this?
I believed you. I'm not gonna lie. I believed you. I just couldn't say I've seen the video.
Imagine me being in the back seat of a whip, thinking the stars like some bad bitch. You crazy?
Not necessarily. No, if it was in a passenger, that's different.
No, it's not possible. These ones look.
Do you have dashboard?
That's a Bentley.
Yeah.
That's not.
Yeah.
I've seen a Bentley.
Yeah. I was thinking.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, I seen better.
Yeah.
So I didn't even know that.
I was thinking the proper.
See what I mean? So that them cabs there, yeah, from East Croydon to Maida, that's costing you £30. That's £30, man.
That's a 5-minute drive.
Man's gonna look back. It's £30, please, mate. You're thinking, what? God, God,
mate.
Got a bolt at that bitch. But
yeah, no. In terms of this whole sort of like black people gotta essentially create their own.
I think we do have to create our lane though, because fam, how long are you gonna keep?
Let me ask you this question though. So you see how everyone's like doing their businesses and support black businesses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only black business I'm not supporting is if you're cooking at your fucking kitchen. I'm not doing that, bro. Fuck
why?
That.
No, but some people. No. Do you know what?
Show me your kitchen. I can't, fam. If I ain't seen your kitchen, I can't eat your food, fam. I don't know what I'm dealing with. Some people's kitchens are nasty, fam.
It's true.
And I'm seeing snaps. People they're washing chicken in the fucking bathtub.
That's not real.
People wash chicken. People wash meat in sinks.
Yeah, I do that. Where else meant to wash it?
In a fucking bowl.
In the sink.
Yes.
Yeah, in the sink.
No, he means in the sink.
I'm talking
on the steel.
Yeah. I've washed meat in the sink before. Yeah.
Have I eaten that food?
Probably. Probably. If I have bare meat, chicken, that I'm washing that in the sink.
No, man.
That's calm.
No.
What?
Man.
Do you not wash down the sink afterwards?
I don't do it, but I would clean this. If that was the case, I'd clean the sink first and then clean the sink afterwards.
Man.
What do you mean?
I've done it in the. I always do it in the bowl, but you know, like the big.
And you put that in the sink, innit?
Yeah, put it. I'm talking.
Yeah, I've done that in the sink before as well.
What, as
What's the difference when you're washing it in the thing and then you put the water into the sink anyway, so the sink is still dirty?
As in the chicken is touching the bare sink.
Yeah, that's how. Yeah, for sure.
That's what I'm saying. If you.
And then when I finish washing it, I put it back in the little basin thing afterwards, in the little Tupperware. The little
tray it comes in.
No,
I was gonna say
that's
what?
ridiculous.
Yeah, I was about to say you're living.
You see the bucket thing that you're using. You put it in there after you finish washing it.
You mean the bowl?
The bowl, yeah,
mixing bowl, but
yeah, that
bucket. What the same bucket you mopping?
You sick little bastard.
No, but
you clean your head.
Do you not clean it though? Do you not clean it? Do you not clean it?
You're a silly man.
Do you not clean it though? Do you not clean the bucket?
Silly guy, bro.
So why don't you use the bucket then? How's it different?
It's different.
How's it different?
I feel like it is
It's
different.
different.
I get what you're trying to do, but
it's different.
You're talking about a bucket that literally just sees the
floor and the floor only.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is
what do you
floor and bleach. That's what it sees.
All I'm saying is cool. If you're having a barbecue, let me at least prepare the food then.
I've prepared food many a times, bro. I'm a good chef.
Yeah, but alright, cool about this. My barbecues are better though. Are you gonna lie? Tell me my barbecues are
I
like.
feed 30, 40, 50 people constantly, bro.
Tell me your barbecues are better, man.
What I think so.
I think he means your barbecue cooking.
Because he likes cooking barbecue chicken, he thinks he's the best in the world.
I am the best. There's only one person. I've said this. There's only one person that can
never
chat to
seen
me.
the cook rice. Just
Are you
chicken.
stunned? What's that right there? You mad?
Your mum made that, bro.
Alright, you must have lost it. There's only one person that I can talk to when it comes to barbecue, and that's Cruiser. That's it. Only one. Maybe Dale.
Ask Victor.
Dale is brazy.
I agree. But then them man got like 6 years on me. So
you'd hope so.
Am I wrong?
No, it's
might be more.
But I'm a chef as well. Like more than just chicken. Man, I cook you the whole thing.
No, I'm not denying
party
that.
Food. I'll make party food. See everyone. Yeah,
party food. I'm talking about man's gonna bring out flipping pigs and blankets.
I knew he was gonna go there.
Man's gonna bring out pigs and blankets. Talking about I'm a chefers.
About a pig and blanket.
They know that.
I don't eat pork, so I don't know.
You've never had pork in your life?
Last time I had pork,
last week,
knowingly and willingly. Year 9.
Oh, sorry.
Since then,
was that the first time you had pork?
No, last time. Since then I've eaten pork twice. No, twice, but that's because I didn't know that. Fam,
wait.
I was in college.
That don't work. What is it? Well, that's done. I swear.
There's 2.
How is that possible?
2 cards done, you know. We've recorded as we start automatic.
How?
Is there 3 cards? Or is there just 2?
No, there's 2. That one isn't gonna work. Where do you put it in?
So it's not gonna work.
No.
Alright, so
What are we gonna do?
Word.
What was there still stuff on the?
Impossible. I formatted it before we filmed it.
both of them is like,
You sure?
what do you mean? I'm sure. They told me stop.
We've been doing this for how long? This has never happened, bro.
We're only doing like an hour.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, we done. Yeah, no. So it's what, every half hour it's cut out.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
Qualifications.
Boy,
I'm bare confused.
I don't
It's
know.
Caroline's fault.
But yeah, back to my. So what? So this whole like supporting black-owned businesses. Yeah.
Yeah.
What I don't agree with. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm all for it.
Still there.
Okay.
Weird. Okay, cool.
Well, just the same SD card, yeah?
Same as the card.
Yeah, bro.
Still running.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
Oh, cool, fuck it.
Keep going to the walls fall off. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
I'm totally with it.
Mm.
But you know when people like I've seen things, yeah, where people are like, stop using, for example, Palmer's Cocoa Bar and use this brand. I have
I don't agree
used
with that.
Cocoa Bar for as long as I can remember, I'm not just gonna throw my
random just skin
at a random brand
ration that, and I can't even do anything about it because it's some random black cute from
just because it's a black owned brand. Like people are trying to boycott other brands.
That don't agree, but like for me, for like.
Wait. Do you know what one got me so mad? What's that hair brand that people were hailing literally like 2 years ago?
Dax?
Cantu.
Cantu.
Everyone had Cantu about 2-3 years ago, and then when all the BLM thing happened, they realized they did some research and realized the owner of Cantu isn't black.
Neither is Dax, you know.
But I'm not surprised.
Neither is Dax.
You don't make shit. We just complain, bruv.
Even Raze isn't black owned. White
what is it? And then started trying to boycott. You have been for what reason are you now not using the products that have been working for you? Just because the person who created it isn't black.
Like for me, when I talk on like when I say I'm like black owned and that kind of stuff. From what I've noticed anyway about myself, it's mainly just like clothes and that. So like I've got like obviously one of my boys, he's got his own clothing brand and that. You probably see me that way if you guys know graph and stuff.
Yeah.
Again, that's him, and I've got bare like this basically the same money that I would have spent on a Nike one. Get me, I've gone him. I've got bare hats. Flipping the same with obviously the bit stuff that I use. Again, my boy does that.
Was it Blackwood thing?
Yeah, Blackwoods. Yeah.
Boy thing, family member.
Yeah, boy thing. Flipping.
He's not even a family member.
It's actually not, but. Yeah, yeah. Again, that my boy and his boy does that. So again, before I was going straight to the hair shops and that and going there, I'm seeing it as hold on. I might as well try.
Yeah, this is the thing when it comes, especially when it's people you know or someone like if you said to me or same way Marlo is that he gets his hats from. So if I need a hat, I'm gonna say, you know what? You've got faith in this. You buy this product, so I'm gonna try it. You can't just come to me and say. Don't buy an Armani hat.
Yeah, for no reason, just because.
For why?
Like, a little side chat. You obviously see my boy does the grafter thing. There was even like again one time where I was supposed to be going on a date, getting ready. I've got no clean tops. Like I've got nothing's clean. Bro, where you are? Family got something in the small. Yeah, I need that. As I'm leaving, I bucked him. Tried it on. Yeah, well, send it with the peas quick. Get me bing bang bosh. So again, like, that's why I think. Again, people just got to use their common sense, innit? Like, you can't be just going and say, don't buy from them, go get a black one. But I'll be real, if my boy's clothing brand, if the quality on that wasn't sufficient, or it was meaty, I wouldn't buy it. But it's because again,
you tell him as well, innit? This is why.
Again, I've bought his stuff and. I'm putting it in the wash. Some stuff has been in the wash maybe up to 10 times. It's still the fabric's still good. It's not bobbling or nothing. Whereas again, I've been to.
But saying that, like I've had a night tracksuit, like you know my grey one.
I washed it like twice. I was about to say that. I was about to say that. Whereas I've gone and got items of clothing from shops like Foot Locker or JD or something. 2-3 washes and the colours fading or fam. I had a different night hoodie. Yeah. Again, I bought it from JD. Everything. I put it in the wash. The night tick fell off. The tick came off.
I'll be annoyed, you know.
Like fam, man's.
That's like one of my Puma ones. I've washed it bare times though, but it stuck. And what pisses me off is it doesn't come off whole.
It starts to peel off.
So it just
that's the forward top, you know. Have you clocked that?
It just makes it look either fake or cheap. And it's just
I spent £60 on my United top, you know.
I'd rather the whole thing just fell off.
The chevron
but then again,
logo wants to start peeling and bubbling.
But then again, the same thing we're saying about that though, the black on thing. So cool, you see when Crepes and Cones opened up the Crepes and Cones thing.
Yeah.
People were slewing it because of basically like the customer service wasn't the greatest or the food or maybe someone's ordered something and their order didn't come to the way they liked it. They were slewing it, but it's like on one hand, I get it because it's real now. In this day and age, everyone's slew. If something goes wrong, everyone's more time jumping online and slewing up the thing. But at the same time, fam, it's not like this has been a well-established like restaurant for the past 10 years. They've just opened. Of course, there's going to be teething problems.
For me though, I would be one of the complainers though.
This is literally. I was going to ask you. I've seen bare people have posted this in the past 2 weeks. and it was doing my line. So it says McDonald's can mess up your order 1,000 times and you still support them.
Yeah.
A small business owner makes one mistake and you bash them for eternity.
You know what? If I know you and you're small business owner as well, I'm even bashing you more to your face.
Do you know for me, I say that's a lie. Because TGI Friday, yeah, I've been there twice. Both times they fucked up my order. I've never been back since, and I don't care. I slandered that place till the gates open.
I don't agree with this because McDonald's. If McDonald's was like a new chain fit, McDonald's is an established restaurant. I have been there so many times that if they mess up my order once,
you give them the benefit of the doubt.
There's not even that. I go back in there and I say, I didn't order this or I'm missing this. They've given me my food. They've rectified the problem. Yeah. If you now go to a small business like a cafe and they've messed up your order, it's all about how they handle the situation. Yeah. If they say, sorry sir, take the plate back, they make the food how you want it. Yeah. What can I say? Well, I'm not going to bash them.
But then if they're being mad rude
if anything, that will make me want to give them a better review because they've gone out of their way to rectify the problem. Yeah. Instead of just saying, sorry, we can't do anything about it. Like they've tried and they've made, even if they can't rectify it for like maybe it's not a cafe, whatever it is, maybe they can't. Say for example, you bought a product, that was the last one, it's damaged. You get your refund.
Yeah, no, it is. I agree with that. I think it's because a lot of people, especially when they've got, say, their business running or whatever, they're not behaving. They're not being professional. They're just not being professional because they're seeing it as. I think it's because obviously it's their business. Obviously, they feel attached to it. It's like their baby in it. So obviously, they're gonna be defensive when they see someone get me set. But then again, there's a way to handle that.
That's what I'm saying. If someone has a negative,
you don't. For example, you don't respond on your own personal account and fire shots. You go on the like. Say for example, now I see someone. I'm on my Insta account and I see someone slandering us. To be fair, realistically, I'm not even going to respond on our account or my account. Yeah. But it's safe enough. They've added us, whatever. Yeah. Obviously, all three of us, we will think like logically the same. Yeah. We're gonna go into the Insta account and we're gonna address it professionally and be like, oh, not gonna say, oh, fuck off, don't listen to it. So we feel it. Sorry, you feel the way you feel like that, bro. Message us and tell us like what you think we could do, whatever. You get me? And then if we feel like what they're saying is constructive, then we might take it on. If you feel like they're just being a prick and whatever. We don't agree on it. We'll probably let's be real now. We'll probably screenshot it and laugh about it. I'm gonna say that. But I was gonna say that's facts. That's dickhead. That's that guy that added me. No. You carried on the conversation for way too long. Shit, bro. You did. No, I lie. You carried on for way too long. You entertained it for too long. I was confused. After the first reply, I'll just delete the chat. I'll delete it. Yeah, it's facts. I don't know why you replied. I'll be honest with you. I was confused. From when he said like, do I know you or something? He said no. I'd have been like, what do you want? And then man's, Isn't that what I said? Nah, you carried on.
Do you remember when it was?
Fam, he says, and then he tried to message me on Snap as if I'm silly.
There's some random brother, we don't know him yet. Random.
And it's G2 as well, innit?
That's the thing. He's tried to add all three of us, yeah. We've declined it. He's accepted it. And then,
so I accepted all of our things just to like get more people viewing.
Wait, I saw this is on your own account though.
Yeah, my own account, not on English.
Yeah. So again, No,
I know you said no. So I accepted a few people that were on my waiting list because I wanted to get more people viewing the pod, innit?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. We didn't because
I accepted, yeah.
Fam, the account looked weird anyway. I don't know why you accepted that,
bro.
The account looked weird. So obviously, you got to read. I beg you read out. Sorry. I beg you read. Like, fam, it just makes no sense. Yeah. That was weird.
Read it some weird verbatim. Was it him? Is this him? Like, do you even know? Basically, he sent him like it looks like a clip from a sex video. Yeah.
Homemating.
Yeah.
And
no, he's added me.
Yeah, did you as well?
Literally done. Yeah.
And you got
bro, who is this guy, bro?
Well, he's a terrorist, I swear. He added me. It was like, are you in London? This me. Yeah, why? It was, okay, cool. Send me a video of him clapping cheeks. I'm like, all right, what's this? And he goes, are you available this weekend?
You see that?
Nah.
You also
You're asking way too many questions, though.
What do you want? He goes, I've got a few things for you. I was like,
See, fam, from when man said, "Oh, you in London?" I would have deleted him. I would have blocked.
I was like, alright, fam, cool. Delete it. Yeah. He adds me on because obviously I got the Frame Thinkers account, the Cali account. Yeah. He adds me on that account now.
This guy's a terrorist, bro. He's a terrorist.
He's just there sending him clapping cheeks, bro, to random.
That's it, bro. Someone tried to pull that with me like time ago. They added me on Snap, and they just sent me one thing. I'd rather just delete it immediately. I can't open this and see.
I don't know who the fuck you are.
I didn't ask no questions. I deleted it.
What did I say?
He was like, I don't get why you said that.
Yeah,
Still.
from I was
so polite as well.
Yeah, I wouldn't have said that because I would have blocked him from then.
Is that the beginning of the conversation as well? Yeah, bro. He didn't even say hello. He just sent me a video, bro.
He goes, LOL. I told you I would send it on Snap.
See, that's
He was like, I have no clue who you are, my G, and I don't use Snap. And then he added you on Snap.
And then just delete him.
Wait. What? Do you remember what that Snap was?
T Alves is, I don't know.
Tiny Alves.
Let me see if someone like that tried to add me before.
He tried to add me. I mean, he didn't try to add me on Snap. He tried to add me on Insta.
On Insta.
I just
as a terror. Who is this guy, bro? Because he's obviously from the ends. Because he just added the man for some reason and sending us porn, bro. Do you know who it is? It's definitely
It's Sam. We didn't believe it was.
It has to be
Sav.
It has to be.
You think so?
Obviously, you have to bleep it. Yeah. I don't know. That's what he would do.
That's the only thing that makes sense. That's the only thing that makes sense. It's only he would know.
Yeah, it's just something he would do, fam.
He does weird stuff.
But yeah, so that's one downfall I would say. Yeah, but about a lot of, and again, maybe you can't blame them because a lot of these men or a lot of these like people like get me, they're young innit. Like early 20s or whatever. So again, a lot of them they're not business trained in it. They've got a good idea.
That's the thing. Yeah, they've
got a good idea and it's going well for them. And obviously, again, you are gonna have critics or whatnot. So
it's not even that. It's just like if you've never had. It's a lot of people like start things from home and they have zero customer service skills.
Yeah,
never worked in
Yard
retail.
shops,
never worked face to face customer base.
Yard shops.
So then. Why are we
it's true though.
It's true.
Though. Auntie's rude in there, bro.
Fam, I'm
looks
going
at you
there
as if I'm causing you problems, bro. I'm giving you money.
There's one place in
I can't even lie.
There's one yard place in Mitcham, yeah. It's all hidden, I can't be able to explain it, yeah. But that one time man's gone in there, because obviously I was waiting at the barber's, I thought I'm hungry, let me go and get a patty. I've gone in there, I'm saying, can I get saltfish? I like saltfish, innit?
It's brazy.
Yeah. The look at her face when she that we don't have it. I was like, okay, what? You've got chicken? We don't have that. I'm like, what do you have then?
No, but Caribbeans just some of them just sound aggressive.
Yeah, it's true.
Not actually aggressive because you know it is because I went into one once. Yeah.
No,
like, if you hear the experiences from like African people, you lot seem like the maddest. But to me, I probably wouldn't have felt a way about that because I know how they interact. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember I went into one in Heath one time. Yeah, I forgot what the one it is. It's on Natural High Street.
Oh, the red.
I think it's the red one. Oh, I can't remember. It's the first time I've ever been there.
I don't go in there.
But the aunt in there seemed so nice when I walked in the shop. When the delivery driver pulled up, the attitude he got. But I got the logic. I knew exactly where she was coming from because they chat to you just like a human in it. Like it's not a custom thing. It's like I can't remember what he did with this. I think he started the order, so it showed that he had picked it up, and he hadn't picked it up yet. He was still outside. So she's like, "Don't do that." Oh, so I grilling him like, "Don't do that," because then when they don't turn up and but
that's different though. That's different. That's gonna.
But the way she was doing it as well.
Brad, I'm coming here to give you money.
Should I tell you?
Smart.
I screen grabbed what he sent me as well.
Oh, bro, he's a terrorist.
Sorry.
He's a terrorist.
The whole combo goes, "Hi, you're a Snapchat too." So yo, don't have Snapchat, bro. But yeah, whatever. Alright, cool. Any Insta. Yeah, bro. Any Insta. When he starts sending me video, and I went, okay, what is this? And it's just literally video of him just slapping cheeks, bro.
Oh, you still have it?
Yeah, I still got the video. And he goes,
That's the Sav, you know. I'm telling you. That's the Sav.
That's the stuff, fam.
And then he goes to me, oh, why are you screaming at me for me? Why are you sending me crying?
Yeah, that's the stuff. That's why you screen grab it. That's the stuff. That's the stuff. Aye, we're gonna lay the evidence on him soon. Don't worry. But
Flipping, the best service I've had from a Caribbean shop is Jerky's in Tottenham, yeah. There's one girl, Leng! Oi, this black girl in there, super Leng.
Oh, that works there.
Yeah.
I thought this was... Right, go on, sorry.
Oh, no.
The conversation was going on.
Jerky's in Tottenham. I think it's got a yellow storefront or something like that.
no, the best.
Wow, super top
the
tier
best.
they go. I'm
I
telling
think
you.
the best.
She goes from my skin.
The best service I've had is was it Flavor Boss in Addiscombe.
Isn't that done by that what boss you?
Yeah.
See, I've never had... I can't say I've ever had bad service in the Caribbean shop.
I've had a rude interaction. Where I feel like I'm bothering you.
I'm sorry. Okay, maybe not rude, but I'm sorry, but fam,
I feel like I'm bothering you.
me as the consumer, I want to feel like, yeah, you want me here. Like, okay, smile at me, say thank you. Yeah, you get
How
me.
was your day? You
Get me.
me?
Like, be nice
But
to
you're
me.
not saying that, but if they're like proper Caribbean and they start talking proper, you're not going to understand it. So then they feel away.
Do you know what?
That
Shout
they've now said a million things and
Shout out Howard from Doilies. He's the reason why I understand patois, bro. I'm young, bro.
I used to sit in the chair and he'd be talking to me. I had no, and then he'll be like, huh? Like to prompt a response. And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, no, you know, it's true still. But obviously, my barbers, it was obviously yardies, innit? Like pure yardies. So again, like when I first started going there, man, I had to kind of like listen up carefully, and I kind of decipher
the keywords,
the word at the end of the sentence. Try and
yeah.
And obviously, after a while, it got to a point, and I was like, okay, I'm getting what you're saying, and by the time obviously lockdown and struck and whatever, then it was like, oh, okay, I get what you're saying. Yeah, okay, so he's robbed him, and he's angry, but because they share the same baby mum, he can't do. Get me. Like, I'm understanding what they're saying now, innit?
Take your situation.
Bro, I was thinking, what is going on here?
No, I'm speaking hypothetically.
Okay.
But it's just the same. It's the same. You can do it the same. Like if a Caribbean person is speaking to like a strong accent in African.
No, but to be fair, that we don't understand. No, but I'll be real with that. Even with Africans though, because there's one Ghanaian shop on Brigstock, yeah, and the treatment that my mum will get compared to the treatment I would get is different. Yeah. Even though it's women that are working there, but just because obviously I'm a man, my mum's a woman, they treat me not even they treat me better, but like
better.
But just like the reception it's a lot more like less hostile, if you get what I mean. And again, that to me, again, I find that sad. Because,
is that a black thing though? Or is that like a women thing?
I don't know. Because again, I genuinely believe that if a white woman went in there,
it'll be different.
Yeah, although she'll go back in the kitchen and start talking shit about it probably to her face. She's gonna be. Would you like any more? You're gonna have the best customer service.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
You get me? So that's what I'm saying. Like, stuff like that. I just think it's a sad state of affairs, and like I said, I think nothing's gonna change until we ourselves just stop looking for help and just think, fuck it, we got.
But this is the thing. A lot of people come with all this support small business bull.
A lot of people don't.
They want to support their bedrooms business.
Like I said earlier, black people love complaining and doing nothing.
But it's not even a case of buying the product.
Jars,
like
man.
for example, I don't know. Should I say his name?
Who?
Physio Solutions. Right, you know, Nell started physio. Yeah. I've never had physio from him.
Yeah,
I would. It's not to say I wouldn't ever have physio from him.
Yeah,
I just don't want to pay for it right now. It's just me. This is just me being stingy
because I'm trying to. Period. But if I needed it,
but anything he posts or anything like when he does his
share it, whatever.
I throw it up there.
That's the thing, like,
because I'm trying to, regardless of if I use him or not, I have faith in what he does, and I'm gonna put that out there.
I'm like that, but then there's one guy. I'll tell you after Marlo who he is. So I've never asked anybody ever to post up my thing or whatever. But I'm doing my whatever. And then this guy, without fail, will throw me his thing to post up every single day almost. Like to prop his thing.
And you know, I'll be real.
Never
Man do that to me. Man do that to me.
Who does that?
Who?
and we was talking about him like, I'll tell you after.
Yeah.
With the bruv, always, and then he posts in his thing like, if I know you and you ain't posting my thing, then
Do you know what I do?
Like he makes everyone feel away.
I half swipe. See that you ask me to, especially if I don't know. Closing that, I'm never opening it.
Do you know you're not half
No,
swipe?
but
Like,
I'll delete you. I'll delete you, fam.
It's even like he's my boy, innit? Like we're cool, grew up together. He's not once posted anything to us, and I don't feel a way about it. But it's when he now comes and says like,
to everyone that's watching this and not
if you're watching this and not posting it,
shut your mouth, man.
Like how can you come with this energy?
I see entitlement, bro.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
That's another thing. That's thank you,
for who,
fam? Entitlement within mandem is crazy.
It's crazy, especially the hood mandem. Do you know what?
It's crazy because
hood niggas.
Because
Because I'm not rattled him just when
like you see, like for example, I remember this is probably what 2019 times. There was obviously in the group there was a certain man, there was a certain don who where I was clocking it like I would obviously. I'd have my weed or whatnot, and man's basically there just on my shoulder, just waiting for a twos. And I was like, cool, again, that's mandem, innit? Like, get me? But at the same time, it's kind of like, after it happened a few times, I was like, bro, like, in my head, I'm thinking, nah, because even at those times when man will ask me and be like, oh, what, you got quarrel? I'm thinking, but you didn't put in on this. Like, this is like, again, I don't want to make it sound like, I'm not sharing about like,
but that's the thing. It's
you see the pattern, innit?
It's a difference if you've like rocked up at man's house and then you've just got something man did it and you that, but you're talking about every single time.
And then like again, like, I've seen certain things where like it's not ours, it's mine. But they feel like, or that person might just feel like, with boys though, like I should be able to get some or whatever. I'm just like, it's like. But no, like I get with boys or whatnot, I get it. But at the same time, it's like
how the world works.
But it's not how the world works.
Should I tell you who's more sensitive than women? Hood mandem.
Yeah.
Those two, bruv.
You can't say no. Joe's different.
No, I don't feel like it is.
Joe's different.
Bro, I might enjoy with you, bro. Allow me, bro. I'm living my life, man. What's going on?
Okay, no.
No. For example, one of your boys goes to jail.
Yeah.
And he messages you and asks you for P.
Yeah.
You ain't got P to send him. If that's the end of it, then that's the end of it. But some man will make you feel bad.
So bad.
That you got, like, bruv, I have bills to pay. Like, I don't have extra money to just be sending you.
I do hear where you're coming from a minute. Because obviously when my man was in jail, get me, like, those times. No, but
some people only pop up when they wanted money.
Okay, that's fair. With him, that was never a situation. Yeah. Like, was always talking throughout his thing anyway. But samurai, man.
Oh, yeah. No, I wasn't.
But no. But obviously, like, don't. Actually, no.
See, but that's what I'm saying.
With
you are like, that's family. I'm talking about like it's your brethren. Yeah, but you don't speak on a regular or like when you see them, it's all love. I'll be real. It's not that type of party. Do you know what I mean?
I'll be real with you. I've all the man that I know that have gone jail. There's only two men that I checked up on like that. And that's because again, they're my boys.
Yeah.
Like I know man that's in jail, and I mean,
but
yeah.
even no,
if I see you, if you ever do come out,
if you don't talk to certain hood man for like a month, it's like they've somewhat burnt your bridge. Like when you see them next, I'll be like, hey, you don't even check for man. You don't even. I said, don't check for anybody, bro.
No, but that's the thing. Like, there's people. I have friends that I will not speak to
for years,
for months, for years at a time. When I see them, it's all love. We have things to do, but I can't speak to you every 5 minutes because
entitlement between us in general is crazy because like again like especially like how do I say this? Cool. See how you might probably got this as well because you man graduated. I'm only gonna speak for Africans in it. I don't know that Caribbean's in it, but like fam, one of my aunties must have said to man, obviously because I graduated from uni and that. She's like, oh, you're gonna buy me a nice car. I'm sort of thinking, what?
You never knew graduation came with a bonus, bro. What's going on?
I might be real with you. The only people that when I do get me come into money, the only people that I'm bringing along with me is my mum hopefully by the time my grandma's still alive, so obviously my grandma could enjoy the fruits of my labour too. A couple cousins and that's it.
That's the thing.
And even that, when I say a couple cousins, I'm not going to be giving them peas like the way I'll be giving my mum, my grandma. But
that's the thing.
I bring them along to experience lifestyle. You get me?
I feel like doing them things for your mum or your immediate family, cool. And for example, when it comes to the man,
you're not. I'm sorry.
Unless I am super rich, and even then, why
don't
buy your car?
No, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong.
Like,
I gain nothing from buying your car. I'm losing bread.
Don't get me wrong. Like, obviously, with the man, like, I'm gonna want to get me. I don't want to be out and living life by myself, innit? Like, but they can't ask me for stuff, innit? Like, if we like, cool. Say let's say for example that I want to go out somewhere flashy and eat in it, but then man budget can't stretch to that because it's my idea.
I'll pay for the thing. That's different as well. I would want. If I came into like opportunities that I can bring the mandem in. That's how I'm gonna bring you in. Like,
call my phone talking about bro, can you spot?
I've got that. I've had a bedroom that kept on asking man for bread, and I had to ask him.
Is your life in danger,
bro? No, because it happened. He was giving it back and shit. He was giving me back the money and whatever have you. But I'm like, bro, this is like the fifth time, bro. Like you need to start budgeting. You don't think better, bro.
I can't lie, it feels you just had interest, man.
No, he needed the bread.
Then I feel like it's then it becomes like a business transaction.
You've asked me like 6 times. This is a business transaction now. This ain't just a one-off thing. You've asked me 6 times in 3 months.
It's a bank loan.
I am bankrolling you now, so I'm gonna need something off this now. Is what it is.
Yeah, I get
it. Is what it is.
But things like that, it's just like don't get me wrong. If you've got someone that close to you and you want to buy them something, then that's on you. But for someone to call you, like if I'm in a tough situation and you're up and I phone you, and I'm like, Baz, you know what? This is. But as well, I can't just come to you and say, yeah, can you lend me $1,000? And I'll give it back to you. And I'll give it back to you.
If I say no as well, and then you
feel silly. Like,
but as well, if you're asking me for money, I want to know what it's for, bruv.
Yeah, facts. Yeah,
I don't want that.
Especially if it's a large amount.
Okay,
that's what I'm saying.
If it's like a young, like £20, £40, but that's fine.
Cool, yeah. But say for example, you've come to me and asked me for £500.
You man know my thing. Family, if we have an agreement, I'm running you down.
No, I get that. No, but what I'm saying is, say for example, you come to me and you ask me £500, $1,000. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, that's mad.
Why are you asking me? Like, what do you? Are you like? What do you need this for? Because I'm expecting something to happen.
Like you need to get your car fixed or something, or just something to happen immediately.
We're running up a contract.
Waiting. What's time?
We got 4 minutes. But yeah, no, I think we covered most things that. Well, I covered most things that I want. But what obviously my closing thing from all of this year that I just want to to say to the people whatnot. It was just like, love yourself, man. Like, yeah, man.
Self-love is
even like, okay, cool. Although like, not sure. Fuck, I'm saying what I'm saying. Black people, fam, just love yourself. Like we. Like, whether other people want to hear it or not, we are the cornerstone of this earth. Like, if life came from East Africa, fam. Like, whether you're English or whether you was born here, but your heritage is from somewhere else, or you was born there and come here and whatnot, fam. We're all the same at the end of the day. Like, and then again, I'm even gonna branch out, fam. In general, fam, like, just love each other. Love each other, whether you're white, you're flipping European, you're Asian, South Asian, East Asian, South American, North American, whatever. Fam, we're all the same.
Everyone's on being against each other,
competing and.
But I would love to live in a different era, you know, like not in,
maybe
not in
I'll be real with you. I'm
not
happy living in this era right here still, because life is a lot worse for us.
In terms of the societal structure, like. You know, like people live, like everyone was friendly with each other.
Take me back to the days before slavery. Then that's how I want to live. Then when those are the days when we was rich in our own way because there was no money like that. Currency was salt and minerals.
I'm taking away from a cultural thing. I'm just talking about in terms like a black white thing. I'm not doing that. I'm talking about like. You could bop down the road and say good morning. Everyone's saying good morning. Yeah. You might not even know this, but it's just fire. Like it's just people.
I tell you what,
that's a bit too inner for me. That's a bit too inner for me. Still, I don't really want to.
We're at the social this age,
but everyone is antisocial, bruv.
Okay. Maybe that's just me, but I don't feel comfortable with a stranger
saying good morning to you.
I'll be with you. If a stranger comes to me, smiling at me, saying, "Oh, how's your day?"
That's because of how you are. That's because of
what you asking me for.
That's because of what's happened now, bruv.
Yeah, because
everything you've experienced growing up.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, you know, yeah, that's true, and that's again, that's sad because again, like I was saying, fam.
That's what I'm saying. For someone to walk up to you and say good morning, and you feel like you feel friends.
Even when I went to Canada to go, I got family out there, and we're going there. We're seeing black people, and I'm seeing random black people. Doing all that, yeah. Do that here, must be like,
what's wrong with
don't know you,
don't know, yeah.
Let me chat to you. Come in the corner, bro. You're thinking, let me just.
When you getting back to Canada?
When they open the borders, man.
I want to go, bro. I want to go Canada.
I want to go Canada, but
yeah, it's calm.
Is it? But yeah, people, our cameras cut out, so we're gonna have to love and leave you. But yeah, oh yeah. I got one question though.
God.
Why were you snapping like that? I'm talking to Kilo here, by the way. If you
from last year,
Kilo had his chest all the way out, bro.
Are you alright?
Yeah, I'll open it up.
Sunday on midday, man snapping with his chest out, talking about my hair. Brother, if you saw how much pectoral is in the snap, and man's talking about hair, I was like, alright.
It made no sense.
The focus on the chat, the focus of the video. No,
I got my hair done.
I got my hair done with this. Bare cleavage. That's what you did.
That's what you're doing.
You said, "Judge my face, breast out."
You as well, because
you're a judge. You're a judge, fam.
You know full well that I don't think I have a good chest. So you're just carrying the sake of it. I can get where Marlon's coming from. You're just jumping on the back.
Did you get your SIM card?
For no reason.
Come on!
I said I need a trim.
Come on! Where's your trim in your chest?
You are so dumb.
Where does the trim start?
Oh my god! Marlo,
I need a trim.
The thing is, the I need a trim is me now. I added it to the video.
God.
That's not the I need a trim isn't from last year. The video is from last year when I had a fresh trim. I posted it saying I need a trim. That's a dead trim as well.
If that's your opinion, then who are we to say otherwise?
Yeah, but guys.
But yeah,
pagans.
Everyone, you know, enjoy your time, love yourselves.
Yeah, man.
And yeah, man, let's just try and kick negativity out the window. We've already got to fight COVID. There's no point fighting each other as well. You get me?
Yeah, man. I agree.
And yeah, tell Stormzy to give back his SIM card though.